Yeah, y'all go and get on in here. Let's talk tonight. Y'all come on up in here on this Friday night. Let's give the rundown. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, K-Sap. What's up? As soon as you come in the building, do me a favor, drop a like on the button. I mean, on the video. I do apologize. Drop a like on the video. Let's get this thing cracking. Wait for my moderators to pull up in here, and then we'll get the show started. But when you come in, man, give yourself a little warm welcome, man. Say hi. I see you, Marlon Carson. I see you in the building. Y'all come on and filter in, man, so we can get this party started, man. You know how we do. Late night vibing with K-Sap, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, man. You know what it is. Y'all see the title of the show, man. Trouble Brewing, man. Trouble is brewing. But we're going to talk about it. I see you, Miss Pamela. Y'all come on up in here and catch this vibe tonight. We just going to do a little late night talk. That's all. We just want to talk about some few things, man. You know, the Cleveland Browns OTA'S is over. Their minicamp wrapped up. Got a lot to talk about. So y'all come on in here and catch this vibe, man. Y'all go tell a friend to tell a friend, man. K-Sap's at it again, man. Hey, once y'all come in the building, man, let me know where y'all listening from, man. Let me check the vibe, man. Shout out your location. And we're going to get this party started, man. What's up, Detroit Gemini? I see you in the building. I see the title of the show, man. Trouble's brewing, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Y'all come on in, man. Get yourself, y'all something, whatever y'all drinking on tonight, whatever y'all sipping on tonight. Marlon Costa, Tracy, California, yeah. Whatever y'all sipping on tonight, man. Let me know what y'all sipping on, man. Y'all catch this vibe, man, as we do this thing, man. And then we're going to get this party started, man. I see my people starting to filter in. We got 30 people in the building watching right now. Y'all drop a like on the video, man. But y'all go tell a friend to tell a friend, man. K-Sap's at it again. Yeah. Y'all catch this vibe, man. Shout out to Big Snacks, man, for putting the track together. Something y'all can vibe to. Y'all old school folks know what it is. We're going to open up the phone lines tonight. Skeety, Oklahoma in the house. Houston, Texas in the house. Sipping on that strawberry Rita. I see you, Lady Ray. Catch this vibe, Lady Ray. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to my man Big Snacks for putting the track together. Something y'all can bob y'all's head to. We're going to get this party started, man. Just be patient. We're going to rock and roll, man. Y'all know why y'all here. Sir. Marlon Costa said he's in the gym. He'll be sipping later. Yeah, y'all go and catch this vibe. Yeah, catch the vibe. Yeah. Catch the vibe. Let's go ahead and get this show started, man. Let's go ahead and get it.
This episode is sponsored by True Choice Insurance. Here at True Choice, we take a different philosophy when it comes to providing you with your insurance options. We emphasize the value of the products we offer, instead of playing on the fear of you not being protected in your time of need. True Choice is affiliated with more than 60 insurance companies. This makes us one of the most independent agencies in the state of Texas. Please visit TrueChoiceInsurance.com for all your insurance needs.
Yeah, let's get it poppin'. James 4th, I'm back. We back, Big City. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boys, James IV, that's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap, no cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screens. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts ain't got the same sauce. Nah, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SPD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, K-Sap. What's up? I see y'all in the building, man. Y'all sit back and catch this vibe, man, as we talk about a few things, man. But y'all see the title of the show, man. Y'all see the title of the show. Trouble is brewing, man. And y'all probably saying, K-Sap, what you mean by that? We're going to talk about it. Trouble's brewing, man. It's a lot of things being said. Trouble is brewing. But let's go ahead and get off into this, man. What's popping, people? What's going on, man? I see y'all in the building tonight, man. I know y'all been requesting me like, man, K-Sap, when you gonna go back live, man? But you know, as time permits, man, we've been dropping some hot bangers. We've been dropping some videos for y'all to sit back and marinate to. We've been dropping some bangers. Y'all know they bangers. A lot of comments, a lot of engagement. But y'all see them videos we've been dropping, man. The whole little crew been dropping bangers for y'all. Auntie Faye, Big Snacks, myself, G Bush, Money Main, FB Tings, Mag Dog TV. Man, we've been dropping bangers, man. We've been keeping y'all abreast on everything that went on in OTA'S. We've been keeping y'all abreast on everything that went on in Minicamp. We've been talking about all the narratives that been out there. We've been calling people out. We've been exposing people. We've been showing receipts. We've been giving it to you raw and uncut, man. And that's what we're going to do. You know how they say the new media, the new Cleveland. We in the building. Stand up. I see your Auntie Faye is in the building. I see you, Amber. Auntie Faye has entered the chat. It's in the chat. But look, man, y'all probably saying, what am I talking about? Trouble brewing in Cleveland, man. It's a lot to talk about, man. It's a lot to talk about this quarterback competition. That's what they call it, a quarterback competition. However y'all want to frame it, competition, controversy, or is it smoke and mirrors? Ooh, y'all didn't expect me to say that. Or is it smoke and mirrors, man? Is it all a plot? Is it all a ploy? Is it something we don't know? Did y'all listen to Andrew Berry today? But I want to tell y'all guys something, because I said it here first, man. And y'all remember when I said it, and I joked about it. I said, don't be surprised in the middle of the season if y'all hear talks about The Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson are in contract talks of an extension. Ooh. Let me say that one more time. Don't get it twisted if reports come out and say that the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson are in talks for a contract extension. Y'all know what it is? That's what I'm talking about. Somebody said it's smoke and mirrors. Somebody's saying they trying to gaslight us. What they trying to do to us, chat? No, we report the news. That's our job. We truth tellers. We truth tellers over here. You know, sometimes, man, I look at the chat. And I be looking at the comments, boy, and the comments go crazy. But I respect that. That means they watching. And see what I don't understand about the comment section on the videos. Some people get so in their feelings and get all upset and all uptight, but they keep coming back. Why are they coming back, man? Because we good storytellers. We know how to break it down to you, raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing about it. For everybody in the chat that's asking when we'll be back on at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, Saturday, with Big Snacks, Auntie Faye, and me, myself, K-Sap, as Sports Life and Trill will bring you the heat. We're going to bring y'all that heat. So make sure y'all tuned in tomorrow. You can catch it on all the channels, man. You can catch it on the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. You can catch it on Auntie Faye Breaks the Huddle, and you can catch it on Big Snacks. That's what we're talking about. So make sure y'all pull up tomorrow at 12 noon, man. Central Standard Time. Everybody on the East Coast is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But y'all got to understand something, man. The comment section is hilarious, man. They get in their feelings, man. Then you got some people that want to cuss you out, but they still keep coming back. They be like, oh, I'm just going to unsubscribe. Well, go ahead and unsubscribe. I never told you to come in the first place. You came for a reason. You wanted to hear what I said. And the same people that say they're going to unsubscribe, they be in that comment section faithfully. So y'all got to understand something. When y'all go to the end of my video and y'all listen, when y'all hear me say, I see everybody in the comment section. I see everybody in the comment section. And then I'll be like, hashtag salute. Y'all know what it is. I see y'all. I see everybody in the comment section. I see everybody in the comment section. And they be coming in the comment section. They be so pissed off at what you say. You got people in the comment section there to tell you how to run your own show. They'll tell you, man, get straight to it. What you mean get straight to it? Do you call up ESPN or Fox and tell them to stop running commercials because you pissed off because you want them to get straight to it? That ain't gonna happen. This is my show. You got a chance to create your own show. But let me do what I do. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Been doing this for a minute, guys. I've been doing this since 2021, man. It's a 5-year run on YouTube. It's a 5-year run on YouTube. But that's what they do. So if y'all don't like the videos or the lives, y'all know what y'all can move around. Like Martin said. You heard what Martin said? Y'all heard what Martin said. And I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. the people that come up in the chat and have that negative energy and want to cuss you out, I'm going to say this for you.
I've been waiting to say this all year, and I'm going to say it. And this is a good time. Get the stepping.
That's right, Marlon. Tell them get the stepping. That's all I can say, man. But for some reason, y'all back. Well, we got all that housekeeping out the way. Let's get off into the show. So when I say Trouble Brewing in Cleveland, because we heard all the reports, man. We heard everything out there to start of OTAs. We heard everything about Deshaun Watson. We heard everything about Shedeur Sanders. We heard everybody trying to get on the Shedeur Sanders train. But you got to understand something. Some of this stuff is saturated and watered down. And they don't want to give you the truth. You got a lot of people that's trying to do this stuff. They can't do what we do, man. You got a lot of people that's trying to get into this Cleveland media space and this new media. The doors is locked. You got a lot of people coming out of the woodworks. I've seen channels just jump up out of nowhere. I done seen channels that got 30, 40, 50 subscribers trying to get off into the Cleveland realm. Man, look, ain't no more wheels on the wagon. There's no more wheels on the wagon. That's what you got to understand. So when we talking this Cleveland Brown stuff, man, we know what we talking about. Because there's a lot of people that come around here that been rocking with us and they know what's up. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. But I tell you one thing about the Cleveland Browns, man. This draft, Andrew Berry set them up in a good position. It set them up in a good position. And they built this team constructed around the quarterback play because they went out and got weapons. And I remember the show that me and G. Bush did, and we talked about the culture of Cleveland, the new culture, on how many eyes that Shedeur Sanders has brought to the Cleveland Browns, because you guys will be lying to me if y'all say y'all didn't watch all of the Cleveland Brown games last year. Because it started out with Dylan Gabriel, right? It started out with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco gets traded, Dylan Gabriel takes over, and we still watching because at any moment, Shedeur Sanders' name could have been called to come in that game. And that's what everybody was tuned in for. The Cleveland Browns football team was the most watched NFL team all last year. And it's going to be even the same this year. Regardless of who is the quarterback, Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders. Because if Deshaun Watson starts out, everybody's going to be waiting to see the reception that he gets. And then they're going to be waiting on the moment that he fails for Shedeur Sanders to get on that field. And that place is going to go ruckus. And for all the people that didn't, get that NFL Sunday ticket last year, y'all got it. Just to watch the Cleveland Browns. And y'all not even Cleveland Brown fan. Look, y'all know I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. I've been rocking with Shedeur since he was knee-high to crickets. I done watched the Trinity Valley. I done watched it all. I done watched the growth of him in the DFW. Prime Academy. I done watched him go off to Jackson State. Did videos about Shedeur and Travis Hunter and Coach Prime and Shiloh at Jackson State. They went off to Jackson State. I did videos with them. All y'all gotta do is check my catalog. Then when they went to Colorado, was heavy on that Colorado content. I didn't just jump in here. I've been here for a while. Everybody knows I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, but I support Shedeur Sanders. And y'all got to understand something. If it wasn't for well-off media, a lot of us wouldn't be doing what we doing with this Shedeur Sanders content. Well-off media opened the doors for a lot of people. And I'm forever grateful for well-off media for doing the things that they do and giving people the insight. Because when well-off media steps on the scene, man, ooh, people get shook. Well-off media was stepped on the scene the other day, rolled up, and caught the media availability. And some of them angles that Bucky put out, looking at some of them faces, wow, it's crazy. Then you can really see what's going on because Bucky gave you all angles. See, we probably sit here and think like Shedeur is in there talking amongst 400 or 500 people. Man, when Bucky panned around that room, it's only a certain part of the media personnel that's out there that's asking him questions. That's what you got to understand. And then you got to understand that this whole quarterback situation, man, is saturated. Because I'm not even I'm not even gonna really get off into it until tomorrow. But Andrew Berry said some eye-popping things today. And you just gotta pay attention. He said some things you gotta pay attention to. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. I think with this whole stuff with Todd Monken is doing, standing 10 toes down, is all great. But with this quarterback situation, I'm gonna say this, y'all might get mad at me, but I don't think this is Todd Monken's call. I really don't think it's Todd Monken's call. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But let's get off into some other news. When they interviewed Shedeur, and he talked about this quarterback competition, and he didn't look to it as a quarterback competition. He looked to it as him going out there preparing himself, getting better each day, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I didn't have a problem with what Shedeur said. I didn't have a problem with what Shedeur said. Shedeur said no wrong. It was the fact on how the media blew it out of context. Talking about Shedeur needs to appreciate this. He needs to stop downplaying this. And the Cleveland media, some personnel got upset because they said Shedeur Sanders thinks this is a game. He's not embracing this competition. Shedeur said, man, look, it gives him a chance to be great. He got to go out there and work, and he's doing things. And the crazy thing about it is, listening to him conduct these interviews, man, and how he responds to these questions is a brilliant thing to see. And then you got people that just want to go out and say things that just don't make no sense. Like, how are you interpreting what Shedeur Sanders said because he didn't look to it as a quarterback competition? So let's listen. Let's listen to what Shedeur said, followed up by ESPN Cleveland on what they was talking about. Let's take a listen.
Just how we all feel on his team. Like we love Coach Monken and all the coaches that's with him.
How would you assess the way the competition is going with you and Deshaun?
I don't think I'm a judge. I'm not a judge.
So, sure, Todd made it sound like yesterday, like the competition is going to continue into training camp. So, how do you prepare yourself, either mentally and physically, for coming back 6 weeks from now and duking it out for that spot?
See, I think the way how y'all look at things is different than how we look at things. We look at coming to practice every day, being the best player we can be as an individual and as a good teammate. Y'all look at it as like a competition. It's like that's not really nothing I'm just focused on. I'm focused on developing as a player, like doing everything, getting as comfortable as I can in the offense and the scheme and playing with that confidence I had. So I think that's all I'm really looking for and trying to improve every day, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Like, I'm just trying to be a better person every day. And wherever that falls into place, it'll fall into place.
We've seen Todd not afraid to just, if there's a mistake, pre-snap or whatever, he'll stop the play and make you guys reset. He coaches you up hard during practice. Just, what is that? I guess what's your view of that? How much does that help you when you have a head coach that's not afraid to set expectations in the middle of practice like that?
Seems like something familiar I was used to. It seems like a guy that I'm real familiar with. So I enjoy it. I definitely like his expectations he has for us, and it gives you no choice but to be great or to get out the way. I think it's just that simple.
Someone tells Shedeur, by the way, that they are in a competition and to embrace the competition a little bit. This kind of drove me nuts during his press conference that he was like,
let me ask y'all a question. Why would that drive him nuts? Why would that drive him nuts? Because of the way Shedeur responded. Shedeur said he's going out there working on being a better football player, better teammate, a better person. And he said the chips are going to fall where they lay. What is wrong with Shedeur responding that way? I don't understand. What is wrong with Shedeur responding that way, guys? Y'all help me out, chat. Look. Help me out, chat. What was wrong with the way Shedeur responded? So let's continue to listen to what this bozo was saying.
we're trying to bring out the best in each other, and I'm focused on what I can do to be the best quarterback every day. And no, dude, Shedeur could use a little of Baker in him. You know, Shedeur could use a little bit.
How you gonna reference Baker Mayfield? How does Baker Mayfield get referenced in this equation? How does he get referenced in this equation, guys? Y'all help me out with that. How does he get referenced in this equation? Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's down in Tampa. How does he get referenced in this? This is crazy.
Bit of, hey, it's me and Deshaun. We're going head-to-head against each other. We're teammates, but at the same time, when we're out there on that field, I want to be the starting quarterback, and so does he, and we're both going to put our best foot forward, and I want to win the job. Like, there's no reason you can't say that.
Right, because it's the obvious answer, right? Like,
we're not really competing against each other. Shedeur, no Browns fan wants to hear it.
And then he said no Browns fan wants to hear it. What is wrong with these people, man? Did they not listen to what Coach Prime said? Shedeur ain't ducking no smoke. He ain't ducking no smoke. Didn't he already say he ain't ducking no smoke? So why does Shedeur got to come to the mic and say, hey, wow, whip Deshaun Watson's ass in this competition? I know I'm the better man. Why does he have to do that? Shedeur Sanders is leading with his play. That's why he has so much respect from them veteran players and them people in the locker room. Impact. Shedeur has impact. That's what they fail to realize. Shedeur is impactful. And that's what they mad about, man. And look, I gotta address this, guys. I have to address this. I got to address this, man. Shout out to my man Selmore Fudd, man. That's my boy right there. Member for 7 months, man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate you supporting the Simply Ball Dropping family. I appreciate your membership. So you guys, man, do me a favor, man. If you ain't joined the memberships, man, please join the memberships. Please, please, please. Let's get this thing popping, man. Let's get some new members on board that are rocking with us, man. Just join the membership. Just hit the join button, man. Membership is only going to cost you $1.99 a month. Y'all throw more pennies away each day So y'all can go ahead and do that membership for $1.99. But yeah, appreciate you, Sound More Fud. But listen, I will say this. Shedeur Sanders is impactful. Yeah, Deshaun Watson spoke to the media for the first time in 2 years. Didn't know what kind of reception he would get, but he handled himself well. But this ain't even about Deshaun Watson. This is about how they trying to gaslight us. They trying to gaslight us, man. But it's a lot of things out there that have been said. But it's some grimy things, man. So I do want to address this. I had somebody come in my comments section and say something about a narrative that I keep saying on these videos about when they said Shedeur Sanders couldn't conduct himself well in the classroom with the classroom presentation and interviews. That was a thing that was said about Shedeur leading up to the draft in 2025. That was a thing. So somebody comes in my comment section and says, nobody's never said that Shedeur Sanders can't conduct himself well in the classroom or with interviews. The guy in the comment section, I said, you a bold-faced liar. That's the narrative that they've been putting out there about Shedeur. Brian Daboll said some things that he couldn't. Come on, man. I told him to go do his homework. He didn't want to do his homework. So I'm going to tell you how impactful Shedeur Sanders is, because one person keeps it real all the time. And let's take a listen.
Start with the quarterbacks. We heard from Deshaun Watson for the first time in what felt like nearly 2 years. We also heard from Shedeur Sanders. Interesting comment from Shedeur. He said he doesn't really view this as a competition between him and Deshaun. He views it more so as a team thing. I got news for Shedeur. Deshaun certainly feels like it's a competition, I think, between him, because one of you is going to be on the bench holding the clipboard, and the other one is actually going to be playing some football.
Well, the thing that's interesting is at this time of year, for how Monken's running this, it is kind of like we're going to get ready for the joint practices. We're going to get ready for the preseason games. Obviously, he's thinking more, and that's kind of a young guy's way to think, right? I'm going to improve myself, where Watson's like, I'm a veteran, I'm going to win this job. I thought, it switched from yesterday to today. But, yeah, you can see that it's very much a competition for Deshaun Watson. It's very much you could see him out there today working as hard as he could. And not to say he hasn't done it before, but there's a sense of relaxation with Shedeur Sanders right now, and you can feel that when you're out there.
Yeah, and look, Deshaun, gotta be honest with you, he doesn't look that great. He does not look like the player that the Browns thought they were getting, but he hasn't played a lot. He's only played 19 games with the Browns. We'll see throws where he's putting it on a dime, and then the next throw he misses a guy by 5 yards. I mean, it's wildly inconsistent. That said, Shedeur has not put himself in a position where he's the lead dog in the race either. And so, that's, I think, what concerns me about this quarterback competition, Lance, is that neither one of these guys is distinguishing themselves at a level where you say, hey, that's going to be the guy here in 2026. We're going to have to sort this out in training camp again.
Well, I think right through the first 2 days of mandatory minicamp, I think that's well said. So that you're getting more highs and lows that you're getting from Deshaun. You're getting those wow throws, but then you are getting some terrible throws, some terrible decisions, where I don't think Shedeur has been as high, nor has he been as low. He's been fairly consistent. One thing I always try to look at is I try to look at their footwork, see if they transfer their weight, try to look at the fundamentals of things, and you can see the improvement that Shedeur has made, not only over the course of last year, but even through early, OTAs into camp. He's making a ton of progression. He also has made a ton of impact. So even though neither have played great or terrible.
Now, do y'all hear what Lance is just keeping it real? He says Shedeur has made a ton of impact. Let's go ahead and rewind that for the people in the back.
That Shedeur has made, not only over the course of last year, but even through early, OTAs into camp, he's making a ton of progression. He also has made a ton of impact. So,
you hear what he said? He has made a ton of impact. That's why I said Shedeur has the respect of these veterans, and he has respect of the locker room. And it's crazy to hear these guys to start trashing Deshaun Watson. All of a sudden, they start trashing Deshaun Watson. Like, it's unbelievable how they are now just trashing Deshaun Watson. That's the crazy thing about it. But let's go ahead and listen to Lance.
Even though neither have played great or terribly, he had more impact yesterday than Deshaun had today.
Now, you heard that? Now, see, Lance said, look, Shedeur had more impact. And when you talk about impact goes a long way with a ball club. When you have impact on your ball club, that means a lot, guys. That means a lot. It means a whole lot when you have impact with your ball club. That means you're on the same page. And we saw Shedeur Sanders rocking out. We saw that. I see a lot of people in the chat clowning Daryl, which rightfully so. He needs to be clowned, man. He looks like the mask. But that's crazy work, man. Because we know what it is, guys. We know what it is. And it's crazy that Shedeur is putting all together this great footage for everybody, and everybody's seen it. You can't hide from it. That's the crazy thing. And when I tell you that, got a lot of flip-floppers, let's get to the super chat. I appreciate Daryl Fall Guy, Coach Severs for the $2 super chat because Shedeur refuses to give clickbait answers. That is correct. Yes, he does look like Mass Lady Ray. Appreciate the donation, the Fall Guy, Coach Severs. Appreciate the super chat. But look, this what shocked me. This shocked me because why all of a sudden they turning on Deshaun Watson when Mary Kay first dropped the bombshell when they was in shorts, talk about, oh, just give the keys to Deshaun Watson. Everybody agreed with that. But now all of a sudden, I want y'all to listen to this because this threw me for a loop. This came out of nowhere.
Deshaun has shown that he just doesn't have it anymore.
No, he stinks.
Yeah. So I that's what I read into it, because the way that this was all being framed not that long ago, and I don't understand this, but they were pushing Deshaun.
Yeah.
Deshaun was going to start, and I think they got out on the field and said, "Oh boy,
up the brakes." So, yeah, because Todd Monken is like, well, I didn't see him every day, and this guy used to be great. He must still be great. It must be everybody else's fault, which a lot of the fans want to blame everybody else for Deshaun Watson's failures. And then Todd Monken actually saw him on the field, as you said, and said, no, he does stink. He can't play.
So now what?
I would hope they're going to do what they should have done all along, and that's let's see if we got anything in Shedeur's hand.
Adam, get out of here.
I think it's safe to say none of us on this panel are big Shedeur.
I can't let Adam the Bull do that. I can't let him do that. This clip right here was crazy. This was crazy work. This was diabolical.
For believers, but I think we all agree he's the only one that has any. I don't even know if you feel this way. I think Dustin and I do at least. Yeah. There's at least a chance with Shedeur Sanders, so I might as well see it.
I've been advocating for weeks for him to start.
I know. I don't know if you think there's a chance that he's going to be any good. Even if it's a small chance, you think there's a chance, right?
I mean, yeah.
He's the only one.
There's a chance I can win the lottery
Gabriel
today.
Is not a starter. Deshaun Watson.
Now, all of a sudden, guys, Dylan Gabriel is not a starter. These guys tell on themselves every day. They tell on themselves every day, and we get the receipts. We keep the receipts. They tell on themselves every day. Now, all of a sudden, Dylan Gabriel is not a starter. But last year, Dylan Gabriel was a starter, right? And y'all was loving it because y'all was hating on Shedeur so much. But now, all of a sudden, Dylan Gabriel's not a starter?
Stinks. He's washed up. So even if you don't think Shedeur's that good, and I'm not convinced he's that good, but I give him a chance that he could be a starter. And in a perfect world, he proves you and I wrong.
Yeah.
And he is a starter because that would put the Browns in a great position to have a starter and to have all these draft picks to use on other things. That would be great. But even if he's not, let's find out, because there's no point. And it was not even worth bringing up Dylan Gabriel because obviously he's not being seriously considered. So
man, now all of a sudden it ain't even worth to bring up Dylan Gabriel. Come on, guys. Let's circle back to last year. That's all they talked about was Dylan Gabriel was head and above Shedeur Sanders as an NFL starter. Oh, they was loving Dylan Gabriel. They got pissed off when Shedeur Sanders took over the last 7 games. They wanted to see more of Dylan Gabriel. And the crazy thing about it is, the times that G. Bush been on UCSS cooking them and telling them like it is about Shedeur Sanders, now they starting to finally realize. And now you don't hear that old crazy talk from Jason Lloyd with all this information that he was getting, so-called people in the organization was telling him that Shedeur Sanders can't read NFL defenses. He don't know when it's hot. He don't know the hot linebacker, the Mike linebacker. He couldn't throw guys open. Man, where's all that stuff now? Because all the people that was feeding you the information, they no longer inside that building. Let's continue.
Even if we wanted to consider him, they're not considering him. So what's the point? But to start Deshaun Watson is insane. But as I said to Dustin this morning.
So why have you come around on that? Because you push back.
Now you hear Jason Lloyd and Bull getting into it. He's talking about, when did you come around? When did you come around?
On that before.
So but I've been saying this now for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Boy, you're lying. You ain't been saying nothing. You've been saying anybody but Shedeur. You still talking about Sorsby. You still talking about 2027 draft coming up. You looking too far ahead, and 2026 ain't even played out yet. And you looking into the 2027 draft for a quarterback. And Brendan Sorsby. Man, or Arch Manning. Man, these people are.
My first thought in the beginning of the offseason was, if the coach believes Deshaun Watson gives him a better chance to win, then play him.
Yeah.
But I said consistently, I think I said there was a 1% chance he could.
Do y'all know Bull is lying straight to the people? Go back and look at all the tape of what Bull has been saying about Shedeur Sanders. He's never said that he wanted Shedeur to be out there. And see, they're getting away with this stuff. And I'm going to tell you the reason why they're getting away with this stuff. Because G. Bush was not on UCSS that day.
Recapture what he was.
So they was talking records.
So I didn't think that was the case. And unless it was clear that he was so much better, but
did the Miles
Garrett trade push me fully in the other case? I was already trending towards let's play Shedeur. What's the point?
Yeah.
But the Miles Garrett trade put me over the top because it's like, okay, well now they're not. Any chance they had of being a surprise team, I think, went out the window. And now the only chance of them being a surprise team is that Shedeur Sanders ends up being better than we think he's going to be.
Yeah.
So I might as well see that. And if he stinks, that's fine too, because they'll be bad and they'll draft a player. And the defense probably won't. The defense will probably still be good, but won't be good enough to bail out a horrible offense.
Man, guys, I don't know, man. Guys, I don't know about this Cleveland media, man. They need to shake up their roster. They need to be traded. Can they package up them in a deal? Because when things are low, it's low. Because these guys say some bull jive. Y'all clowning Bull. Y'all said he lost some weight. Lost some weight. And his mind. And got his neck back. But can we trade these guys away, man? This is... I can't... Hey, look. What I'm going to do, man, Cause you know how I always do, man. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, man. The phone lines are now open, man. 214-425-9333. Call in and let your voice be heard. I know y'all got a lot to say because the chat is popping tonight, man. The chat is popping tonight. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is the stuff that we deal with. SA Electricity said, "This is your podcast. You keep stopping the conversation and you're not showing no takes where you can back up your argument." Well, this might be your first time on this channel because I've backed up everything I've said. I got footage out there. Just go look at my catalog. Go look at the videos I produced and then come back and holler at me. This is your first time around here, SA Electricity. So there's no substance to your comment. This is what I'm talking about. I got all kinds of stuff in my archive. Just go check it out. I back up everything I say. I give you the meats and the potatoes. And I give you a nice cold glass of water to wash it down with. And you can digest it right. So SA, if you're still in the chat, man, the phone lines is open, man. Hit the hotline, let your voice be heard, man. Like to have a talk with you. Like to have a talk with you. Because all you got to do is go look at the catalog. All you got to do is look at the catalog. See, that's the problem. A lot of people jump out like a cabbage, all head and no ass, and y'all don't have no substance. Before you start running off at the mouth because a pair of lips to say anything, man, just check the record. Check the catalog. Y'all come in here with some facts before y'all start speaking. Just don't post comments to get attention. Come with something. I got over 2,000, 3,000 videos, man. I said I'm not new to this, man. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you the facts. You on the line with K7, Simply Ball Dropping. Who we got?
Hey, I got a thought to put out there. What if we change the story about Shedeur and Deshaun Watson? What about a redemption story for one coming back and one coming forward? And is that not the story or narrative to fill up the bleachers and whatnot going forward?
I mean, that's a good storyline, but it's a catch to that. One guy is coming back. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, but I'm just saying. But and I only suggest that in that. What are we going to do? 1 and 2?
Well, I mean, it's however it plays out, and I look at it.
Right, but I'm just saying. Either way, if we got 2 first round, if we got 2 people qualified to play right up front, then that means that QB1 and QB2, then we ought to be fearless coming out on the field.
Well, that's the way you want to look at it, but you got to look at these fans. You got to look at the people that turn their back on Deshaun Watson. I understand that you want Deshaun Watson to have a feel-good story, a comeback, a guy coming back, but it's up to the fans how they're going to be receptive to Deshaun Watson.
I get that. I mean, I get that, but I was just thinking that maybe if we try to change the vibe of what's going in and see the positive side. But again, we'll see how this plays out.
But you got to understand something. This is what you got to understand. It's the Cleveland media and these insiders putting them two against each other.
I get it.
And Shedeur is trying to shut it down at the door because of what he said the other day about the competition. See, everybody's putting that out as a competition. Shedeur Sanders is putting it out like, look, I'm trying to better myself as a football player, a human being, physically, spiritually, and mentally.
unfortunately, there's a large fan base that hasn't matured and gotten caught up with where fans are today.
That's what I'm saying. And we talked about it. I talked about it on G. Bush's show. Shador is the new culture in Cleveland.
Yes, and I'm loving it. And I'm feeling all these. I'm an old head. I'm 73 years old, and I'm all in trying to see these young people come forward and play ball. This whole thing of the young team excites me to see what they can come out there and do.
Well, hey, look, and I appreciate you tuned in. At 73 years old, I mean, you could be doing something better than just watching my show, but I'm glad that you tuned in, and we appreciate that.
I'm a boy mom, baby.
Oh, okay. Love and respect.
Okay.
Love and respect.
But I keep the good work up.
All right. I appreciate the call.
All right.
Great call. And I see people in the comment section. That's what I'm saying. Like the Sean Watson thing is they not gonna respect the Sean Watson because of all the allegations that was out there about him. And if it has anything to do with the women fans, they're going to be against it. They're going to be against it. It was so many things out there about the Sean Watson, allegedly. That's the crazy thing. And do you think them tax-paying fans, if Deshaun Watson is put out there, it's gonna do anything? You on the line with K7 Simply Ball Dropping. Who we got? We got the OG in the building. What's going on?
You got Triple OG Unc Kenny, man. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Man, it's always a pleasure to speak with you. Let's get down to business.
Let's do it.
So, you know me, I like to talk football.
Yeah.
So, during the day, they doing this old silly track. And now my lady got on me about speaking fast. Sounded like a geeky last time. She said, baby, you're too articulate to be talking fast, sound like a damn geeky. So slow down.
The geeky man.
I'm a geeky. I'm a Georgia boy, born in Georgia, so I am a geeky. But anyway, so during mandatory minicamp, Shador was 25 of 30, day 1, 10 of 12, day 2, 10 of 13, day 3. No interceptions in those 3 days with 3 touchdowns. If you add those numbers up, that's 45 out of 55. A total of 82%.
Look, OG Kenny, you ain't even got to get off into it, man. I already done produced a video Well Off Media exposed that quarterback tracker.
Well, this recent tracker, what they tried to do was reach back and go back to OTA'S.
They went back to everything.
And combine them and try to make the stats look gaudy. but each round goes higher and higher. So let me talk to the family for a minute, man.
Gotcha.
Family, y'all, listen up to me now. If it's not coming from Todd Monken or one of the coaches on his staff, if it's not coming from general manager Andrew Berry, don't believe it. Now, not once, and I mean not once, have we heard Coach Monken or anybody on his staff or general manager Berry say that Shador was behind. That was all media stuff. And Shador is totally secure in his total posture, if you can see.
Yeah.
See, I'm reading between the lines, and it's been breadcrumbs dropped all over the place. I'm just going to use 2 of them for right now. One of them is that he said that if we can just dip back into last season, we'd be 2-0 in the division right now.
In the North on a 2-game win streak, exactly.
See, Shador is undefeated in the AFC North, by the way. That game against Baltimore is not his loss. Dylan started that game.
Yes.
All Shador losses was to playoff teams other than Tennessee. And on that day, the defense decided to make Tony Pollard look like Jim Brown for whatever reason.
Yes. Just gashing him.
Yeah, I'm talking about he was running like, I said, boy, Tony Pollard done just, this his career game. And that was his career. He just went off. So, I mean, that was that. But Shador definitely played well enough to be a victor in that game. So if you take away that game, then we're not going to take away because that game was that game. But all of his losses was to playoff teams. San Francisco, Chicago, Buffalo. You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you something, OG. If you look back to that San Francisco and that Buffalo game,
those were winnable games.
Shador outperformed Brock Purdy and Josh Allen.
Absolutely, your own point. Case up as usual. That's why I mess with you, man. I mean, now I'm kind of getting upset a little. The reason I started off the program with that, don't listen, if you ain't, because I'm seeing too many content people put up, little narratives and little thumbnails or whatever you call it, such. I'm not feeling that. I mean, don't let these people push you off your true beliefs. I don't operate in the gray. I operate in the black or the white. Either I love you or I don't.
Yeah.
So that's what we should be. We know right now that nephew done been through straight HELL with Stefanski and his people last year. And if it wasn't for the magicianship of General Manager Barry to pick it out first, then Flacco, he would have never gotten a chance. He would have never gotten a chance.
And I was telling people last year that Joe Flacco, when Kevin Stefanski was surprised that Joe Flacco got traded, that was an Andrew Berry call. Get him up out of here. It's time to progress and get Shador up this chain.
Well, that was a mark that Barry had already started to look forward to the next season. So it's one other thing that I definitely want to share with the family before I get off the phone. I'm going to give y'all a little backdrop on you already know this case out, but for the family, I'm going to share this with them. Deion was a professional baseball player and a football player at the peak of his professional career. And during a baseball season, one time there's an announcer by the name of Tim McCarver.
Tim McCarver
was an old catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. He later became a broadcaster. Mm-hmm. Well, fast forward in that he had a situation where he was kind of like getting on Deion for playing two sports and said he should have dedicated himself to just one. Long story short, Deion's baseball contract ended in July. He was just doing that there as an add-on during his days to be a good teammate. And so when Deion got his chance, he splashed him.
Oh yeah, got him in the locker room with that water, with that Gatorade.
With the Gatorade.
Shook it right in his face.
Okay, cool. So now, fast forward even to today. The wife of Kevin Stefanski is Tim McCarver's daughter. Kevin Stefanski's wife is Tim McCarver's daughter.
You ain't got to tell me. You got to tell the chat.
Well, I'm talking to the family, so make sure y'all know how far that went back. So that little thing that nephew went through last year, that's a old little fight that went on. And I guess the daughter's still carrying it on because she worked it through Stefanski. Well, he treated nephew like straight dirt. But one thing about the cream always shall rise. And nephew has risen. Talk to me, K-Sap. Give me some feedback, man.
Hey, man, look. I'm glad that you came up and said it. Because I'm gonna tell you this, because if you go back to the history of Deion Sanders, right, when he first broke onto the scene.
Mm-hmm.
First he started down in Florida, he was a track star. Mm-hmm. Then he played baseball. Deion, he used to participate in the Foot Locker Slam Fest. Little basketball in him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got that football in him. So what happens is that athlete breaks on the scene. It never saw an athlete outside of Bo Jackson do the things that Deion Sanders was doing. Football and baseball at the same time. World Series and Super Bowls at the same time. So your backstory goes back to Tim McCarver. And Tim McCarver was giving Deion the blues all season long.
Yeah,
talking about disrespectful and all kinds of stuff. So like you said, when Deion got his chance inside that locker room, Tim McCarver speaking, Deion had that bucket of water. Well, I don't know if it was ice in there or nothing. Put it right down in Tim McCarver's face. And he deserved that.
He definitely, because he was just on Deion for no reason.
No reason at all. So I'm glad that you came up and validated that story, because I had some stories that I told a while ago about Deion Sanders and Shador, Shiloh, and Shalimon in the DFW area. and I watched them on the OWN network. I watched them on them TV shows. I ran into them little kids at the Allen outlets in Foot Locker, running around, snotty-nosed kids. I done watched the maturation of how they grew up. I done watched the maturation of Deion and Pilar. I done watched the separation. One of my good friends was Pilar's bodyguard. I done watched all that unfold. I done watched how Deion handled the whole situation. And people wonder, where do them kids get that from? Get that respectfulness from? And the way Deion raised them, how to speak to people, mild-mannered. Like Deion said, they cut from his cloth. And people don't understand that right up the street, Deion and Prosper had that big old mansion, had that football field. Shedeur Sanders started throwing that football. Jeff Blake started coming on the scene. Then you had Snoop Dogg and his son, Calvin Brodus, come, Shedeur throwing footballs to him. Watched him at Trinity, the prime prep, all that. So I didn't watch Shedeur grow from a little snotty-nosed brat to a grown man, like Deion calls him grown. So I know the history on the family. Deion Sanders had that club over here, Primetime 21. His ex-wife Carolyn, I was sitting at the bar talking to her when she was talking about she was writing a book.
Well, you know CC, what we call the CC back in the day, CC Carolyn Chambers.
Yeah, I know Carolyn Chambers.
She out of Palm Beach. Yeah, one of Palm Beach girl.
I sat right next to her at the bar, and she was talking about she's writing a book. So I mean, sometimes you don't got to put all your accolades out there, man, for people to understand who you are. So. But
let me tell you this one last thing before I get off the phone. Okay, Sap. So I'm gonna break down something of why these people are so afraid of Deion and Shedeur, and it's for a reason that probably a lot just haven't really opened up to. First and foremost, Shedeur plays the quarterback position exactly the way they said the quarterback's position should be played. And they've always said that us, with this beautiful skin of ours, we can't do it. But Shedeur plays the prototypical quarterback. It's a pocket quarterback. And he happens to be efficiently athletic with it. That scares them. But even more than that, what they're afraid of. You remember this stigma that's been out there for years and years and years, K-Sap, about second generation players. They've never seen a great generation player that was really, really good in that second generation come behind them. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's about to happen, K-Sap. Yeah. It's about to happen.
But you got to look at it. I'm going to let you go after this. But you got to look at it. When Randall Cunningham was in the league, right? And they said they'll never see another athletic black quarterback like Randall Cunningham to get out and scramble outside the pocket and run his running ability with the football and the throws he made. And then all of a sudden, Mike Vick comes in. They said, we'll never see another. We said we'll never see another Mike Vick. We'll never see another Mike Vick. Nobody would never break Mike Vick's all-time quarterback rushing stuff. And then all of a sudden, Lamar Jackson comes in.
That was idiotic for them to say, because if nothing else about the African American or the brothers in sports, we are athletic as hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for them to say that was very idiotic, to say nobody can be athletic. But what they've thrived on for years, that position was damn near like being the president of the United States. Mm-hmm. That was made for them, okay, not us. And so when we did come along and play it, the very first person that tried to do it was Marlon Briscoe. They quickly flipped him over to a wide receiver in Buffalo, but he came into the league like that. So it was a cycle. And the closest thing to playing from the pocket that we seen came from a non-traditional school. He came from Grambling. Doug Williams,
Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl quarterback MVP.
Right here in Tampa.
Yeah.
Right here in Tampa. The last time I seen him, we were sitting side by side at a comedy show, seeing Lavelle Crawford at the Improv in Tampa. That's the last time I seen him. Yeah. But it's been years ago. But yeah, man. So those two things they are very, very fearful of. They're fearful of Shedeur playing that quarterback position in a Brady-esque style, that from the pocket, playing pure quarterback. And if no breadcrumb ain't being dropped this whole period, it was dropped by Andrew Berry. He said Shedeur is a natural, accurate passer. Natural. And we know that. The record book states it. We already know he's the most accurate passer in NCAA history. 71.4. Look it up, people. That boy bad, man. That boy bad right there. That boy bad, and they know it too, and they just trying to suppress it. And my boy said in the press conference, I'm trying to get my confidence back. Boy, Stefanski, you took my nephew confidence. So you did do something to him. You did it. Because he said, I got to working on getting my confidence back.
He did say that.
Took that from me. You did that, Stefanski. You did that, boy. And boy, when we see you, when you bring that to the Cleveland,
when you bring them dirty birds, we got to get you.
We gonna put that belt, boy. That belt gonna be out. Everybody bring your belts that day. Bring an extra belt that day. And when it just every time we score, just hit. Everybody move. Just hit it 3 times.
Now you know how they put the belt together and they pull it out and then snap it. Yeah, get that snap on that snap back on it.
Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Much love to the new Cleveland family. We got this, y'all. We ain't gonna be letting them people tell us no anything. If it ain't coming from Monk, his staff, or Barry, don't believe none of that mess. Shedeur ain't never been behind. That was something created in the media, and a lot of us ate it because they feed it to us so much. You hear it so much, you start to believe that mess. Don't do it. Them people don't know nothing. They snitch just got retired the other day. That was Joe Batonio.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had a good year, but the years that I started liking Cleveland was last year when Shedeur came. He wasn't about shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language.
Oh, no, you good. You good. We on the after. We on the D block, baby. We good.
All right. Well, anyway, but he wasn't bad about it. You know, I'm talking about whiffing on blocks. I'm a film watcher. I watched the blocking. He was subpar. So yeah, he did have a good career, but last year definitely wasn't no good one.
Terrible last year.
Family, y'all have a good night, man. KSAP, man, once again, you're doing an excellent job, man. Don't be pushed off y'all perch. We got this, y'all. We operating in the black or the white. Either we like it or we don't. Ain't no gray area. We don't need none of that.
Appreciate the call,
Much
my
love,
brother.
KSAP.
OG. We out.
Yes.
Peace.
Yeah.
Man, another great call by my man, OG Kenny. Another one. Another great call. And that's what I'm talking about. When you got fan engagement like that, man, you got people engaging in the chat, got people calling the hotline, man, making their voice be heard, man. It's always good for a good show, man. And they put out great information for you to dissect. So I believe in what my man OG Kenny has always been said, because when he broke bread with me, first time he ever called in, man, that was one. That was one. Yeah, so SA Electricity. So you like the show now, huh? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. You like the show, man. I appreciate that you're here, man. Detroit Gemini said, love the caller. Yeah. Deion knew what he was doing by making Shedeur a quarterback like the best to ever do it. Yeah. What you say, Auntie Faye, week 14, belt the ass against them Atlanta Falcons, huh? Yeah, Cleveland fans and media don't like a young, educated, rich black man that walks with his head up. He also who he is and knows who he is. Those racist demons can't stand that. Yeah. Get him, chat. If they extend Watson and make him quarterback one, nephew needs to leave when his contract is up. Cleveland organization is messed. They messed everything up. It's a lot of things that can be said. Ravens Nation. Got Flock Nation in here. I see you, Auntie Faye, representing them Ravens. Flock Nation. I see you. You need to write a book on how my Lions will win the Super Bowl this year at Simply Ball Drop and laugh out loud. Yeah, your Lions was one-trick ponies, man. It was one-trick ponies, man. They had their Cinderella story and they couldn't bring it home, man. They one-trick ponies, man. That's all I got to say about the Lions. They one-trick ponies, man. Lions will never get back to where they was, man. And never get back to where they was. Yeah. But he said some interesting things about Kevin Stefanski. Yeah. I wonder why Haslam feels like they owe Watson something. Yeah, Nicole, good call. Somebody said, don't claim the Falcons, please. Why I gotta be mad, Artistic Robbins? I'm not mad. I'm just telling y'all was one-hit wonders, man. Y'all Cinderella story's over, man. Y'all won't get back there, man. These NFL teams ain't got better, man. Come on, man. I ain't mad. There's no reason for me to get mad. I don't let this stuff rile me up, man. I'm just here reporting the news, baby. Daryl Ryder from New Orleans. Yeah, Haslam out here. Haslam out here popping Watson as trade bait to get the minimum return on his investment. Well, y'all crazy. I can't believe you said I'm big mad. What I'm mad for? GLG, what's up, man? What? When was your Vikes ever close to the playoffs, man? We struggling, but you gotta understand something. You know, when football started, we went to the first 4 Super Bowls in the NFL. Yeah, we lost them, but you know, look, 1998 was our year. That was the year that we were supposed to win it all, man. 1998, we were supposed to win it all. We had a reliable kicker, and Gary Anderson and missed the field goal against the Falcons. That was our year to win the Super Bowl. And also in 2009, when we had Brett Favre, when the Saints put the bounty out on us, that was our year to win the Super Bowl too. So you got to stop that, man. Don't worry about, hey, stay out of Vikings business, man. You stay out of Vikings business. You the one that came in the chat pumping your Lions up. And I just responded to your question because you said, when am I going to write a book on how your Lions are going to win the Super Bowl? And I responded and said, y'all was one-hit wonders. Y'all Cinderella story is over. So stay out of Vikings business, man. You have no business being the Vikings business, man. Stop that. You can't be in the Vikings business, man. You brought it to my attention. I just answered your question. I didn't pop off in the chat and ask you about the Vikings. You asked me about the Lions. I answered your question. You wanted the attention. I gave it to you. So now you want to bring the Vikings back in here. Stay out of Vikings business, man. You have no reason to be in Minnesota's business. You talk about your Lions. You asked me a question about the Lions, and I gave you my response. You didn't like it, so you brought the Minnesota Vikings in. I can't believe that, man. But we're going to move on, though. Appreciate you being here, though. That's what they do. See, it's like, it's all good. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to talk to the chat right now. Everybody in the chat that's in the chat, or the people that's not even chatting, it's all love. I know it's all love. I mean, I have nothing against it, but I'm just putting it out there for everybody in the chat. Put your NFL team in the chat. Let me see some of y'all's NFL teams, man. Just put your NFL team in the chat. I want to see what teams we repping, man. He said, that's funny. Stay out of Vikings business. See, everybody, and that's the crazy thing. Everybody wants to know I'm a Vikings fan, and they want to throw it up in my face, man. Like, I know we ain't won no Super Bowls, But I'm that's my squad. That ain't no secret. See, we got a lot of people. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I respect everybody in the chat because everybody got their own respectable team. But everybody just loves and supports Shedeur Sanders. See, we got Falcons fans in here. We got Cowboy fans, Bears fans, Packers fans, Seattle fans, Browns fans, Ravens fans, Lions fans. Yeah. So that's all love, man. It's all respectable, man. So guys, don't make it about my Minnesota Vikings, man. I did. Me and the Minnesota Vikings, man, we have a personal relationship, man. I don't need to come on a podcast and talk about my Minnesota Vikings, man. I really don't. We have a personal relationship, man. So that's all I got to say about that, man. I mean, it hurts, man, that we ain't never raised that trophy. We are 0-5 in the Super Bowl era, man. We done had some great teams, man, but we just can't get it done, man. 2009, when they had the bounty on Brett Favre, that crushed me. Yeah, we had Ahmad Rashad. And the crazy thing, we had the Purple People Eaters too. In that year that we were supposed to win it in 98 with Randy Moss when he first came in the league. Man, when we had the best defense, the up front, the Williams brothers. Man, come on, man. We had some ball play. We had a running back and Smith. We had it going. We had Chris Carter, Jake Reed, Randy Moss. Man, 98 when Randy Moss broke on the scene, man, we were supposed to get it done. Got all the way to the playoffs against the Falcons, and you know, Anderson was doing the dirty bird on us, man. And then we had the most reliable kicker in NFL history at the time, Gary Anderson, that came over from Pittsburgh, and he shanked a 44-yard field goal, man. We were supposed to be in that Super Bowl. The Falcons wasn't supposed to be there. We were supposed to be there. And then 2009, we were supposed to be there, man. We had Percy Harvin, Sidney Rice. We had them all, man. Adrian Peterson doing his thing. Man, Sidney Rice broke out of nowhere, man, was Brett Favre's go-to target. Brett Favre coming back. You know, playing with Minnesota, had one of his most brilliant seasons ever with the Minnesota Vikings. Brett Favre was doing his thing. Get in the playoffs. We got up against the Saints in the NFC Championship game. And they had the bounty out on him. After every throw he made, it was late hitting him to the knees. And that shook him up. Because that play, it was 3rd down and 7. Instead of Brett Favre running for that first down, he threw it across the middle, tried to hit Sidney Rice, and got it picked off. And that was all she wrote. But it is what it is. I don't want to talk about it no more. Don't want to talk about it no more. We've always had a good defense. Brian Flores got that he got the defense stout. But our offense need to catch up with it, man. When we got rid of Sam Darnold and thought we put that stock in J.J. McCarthy, that was our downfall. Kevin O'Connell stuck in his head, stuck in his ways about J.J. McCarthy. That's why I'm glad we got Kyler Murray in there now. But I'm going to leave it alone, man. I'm done with it, man. But appreciate everybody that was tuned in today. Appreciate all the love and respect. And don't forget tomorrow to check out Sports Life and Trio with Big Snacks, Auntie Faye, and K-Sap. 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, right after G. Bush goes off. Tyra Evans, man, appreciate all the love and respect that you put in the chat tonight. I don't know if I've ever seen you around. Maybe so. Maybe I missed you. But this ain't your first time being up on a live, is it? Because you've been heavy in the chat, man. You've been heavy in the chat, man, and y'all know how I like to reward people that be heavy in the chat, man. So Tyra Evans, I don't know what your schedule look like. I don't know if you participate in all the lives, but for your heavy participation tonight, man, you know what I do, man. What I can do, I make you a moderator of the channel, man, because you've been heavy in the chat, man, and you know we do reward the chat. So, Tyra Evans, if you're still here, if you want to be a moderator of the channel, just put a 1 in the chat, and we'll make you a moderator of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast channel. So just let me know, and we'll make that happen. Y'all know how I do. I reward people. I reward people that's heavy in the chat and, you know, talks the game of football. I hate the Browns media because all they thrive on is controversy, and I'm tired of listening to it. Screw them. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and shut the phone lines down, man. Appreciate all the calls I had tonight, man. That was nothing but love and respect, man. OG Kenny always setting it off in this. What he said, like Boosie, setting it off in this mother. Yep. The Browns media got played out quick. They was pump and dump. Amber, you talking like some military talk, that pump and dump. What you know about that pump and dump, Amber? Boy, SA, don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. They saying a lot of relevant stuff, man. They're saying a lot of relevant stuff, man. Moderators have special duties, man. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 12 p.m. noon Central Standard Time. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? Sports Life and Trill will be on your TVs, be on your iPads, on your iPhones, on your Android phones. Oh, you be in all y'all's chats. Okay. Got you, Tyra. I got you. Yeah, man. So I appreciate all the love and support y'all showed me tonight. Appreciate y'all tuned in, man. But like I always said, tell a friend to tell a friend. And I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. And y'all know what I say. This is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. And what I always say, y'all tell me what I say. Somebody tell me what I say. And then we'll get up out of here. What do I always say? We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Droppin' Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
All right, guys, we going. Holla at your boy.